I gotta stay out of the craft store. Once I go in, I walk out with things I don't need. And that's including this kit here that I found at Michael's. I got this maybe a month ago. I've never been able to do clay sculpting. I thought this would be a perfect introduction into that. Let's look at the packaging and see what's inside the box. So this thing is $10. I probably got it for cheaper because I don't like spending full price on a lot of things. This is also from Artisoft, which I believe is the Michael's like name brand of craft stuff. It says it comes with 5 1-ounce clay bars, 1 clay tool, 1 clay roller, 1 instruction sheet included, which has an asterisk. That typically means something. Okay, I guess there's nothing on here indicating what that asterisk is for. Baking instructions, prepare your final thing, blah, blah, blah. We will do the math to see how long I actually need to bake this for. Oh yeah, apparently we're also supposed to be making a cake, a donut, a crescent, and I guess a blob. Should I be putting something down for this? I mean, I cleaned my surface before I started filming. Knife. Don't stab people. Condition clay thoroughly before you begin sculpting by repeatedly kneading, rolling, stretching. You're just playing with it like it's slime. Helps mix the ingredients evenly. I would sure hope that they are mixed evenly before you package it and send it to me. Okay, so I'm going to open one of everything. I've heard of horror stories of other crafters like getting clay kits or large amount of clay and then it just is dry. Oh man, I really wish these were like resealable. It also says it can stain my hands. I'm not supposed to do the white yet. Whoopsie. I need to condition other things because I wasn't supposed to open the white yet. I can't follow instructions. Do people use gloves? What kind of clay is this? This like polymer clay? Back in the day, I used to watch a lot of YouTubers that did a lot of polymer clay crafts. Try saying that fast 5 times because I sure couldn't do it. What kind of air would be trapped in clay? Don't understand that part. So my hands are a little pinkish. I wonder if that is going to dye the yellow. Oh, yep, it's turning my clay pink. My mistake. Open! This is kind of an ugly brown color. Is it gonna stain the plastic roller? Okay, so for the donut, I don't know how big we're supposed to make this. I wish that was something they provided me with. I am going to be making a ball and then I'm gonna try to like flatten it, I guess. Okay, this is not turning out like a donut shaped ish. Oh, are these carving tools? Am I stupid? Okay, well I have a little pokey tool thing. Not really sure what you're used for. Okay, we got the donut body, and then I'm supposed to make these triangle pieces. You gotta work it, you gotta work it. American Idol, please reach out to me. It looks like it's gonna have like a cheesecake middle or something with like a raspberry thing in it. The cake should be thicker than the icing. Okay, well that's gonna be a slight problem. That's kind of thick. Let's cut you, and let's cut you. And you are being shoved to the side because nobody likes you. Look, these look like 3 cheese pizzas or butter slices. I don't know, I'm talking out of my butt. I have no idea how to make this pink stuff. Oh, we want this to be winging it. Oh, I didn't realize the white because my hands are gonna be pink. I gotta get it like super thin, uber thin. Okay, so I'm learning that if you don't press like the clay too much into it, it kind of just like works out. So do I start layering the cake? We need our cake layer. Then I'm going to go in. I feel like you should be like a good like top layer for the cake. Next we got our frosting layer, butter layer, cake layer. Oh, nope, you weren't supposed to do that. Does that look like cake? I don't know how to like start mushing it together and making it look good. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this, but I will mix you together. Let's see what color we get. Maybe let's use these for sprinkles later. Reuse, reduce, recycle. Oh yeah, it's to use the... No, don't stick. No! Stop tearing! 1 to big. How big are you? You are too big. Okay, well, that's as good as that's probably gonna get. And where's my handy dandy stabby tool? Well, certainly a donut. I probably should have done the whole after the fact. Because we're gonna be doing some sprinkles. I've seen this from my favorite YouTubers where you just kind of like make a snake. Those are some ugly sprinkles. Okay, well, the donut is done. And let's just give you a cute little side trim. Well, that looks like a hot mess. Best of luck to my cake. Use the pink clay to create the icing on the back of the cake. Use the white clay to create the icing embellishment. Can I just cover up the sides with the icing too? Am I making this thin? I guess it doesn't matter. And then I'm just gonna shove this on the back, I guess. Cut around the excess. Well, I got frosting on the back. At least that kind of hides that ugliness. I think I'm gonna try that snake thing I did earlier. I'm gonna snake it and then like twist it or something. Okay, that's how we make that twisted. Looks like a unicorn horn. Could totally be a unicorn cake. Here. It hides that back seam. We love that. Like the more you get into this, the better it like starts turning out. You people that have like polymer clay businesses, kudos to you. Looks like a thing of poop. I'll just put the poop on top. And we made a cake. Next we're working on the crescent. Got a little bit of yellow and pink in here. So I'm trying to hide that. It look like a poo. Kind of does look like a turd. Do people put butter on their croissant? Butter just comes like buttered, not just like a thing of butter put on top. Ew. This looks awfully big for butter. Oh, this tiny one's cute. So let me try to make croissant like, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know what a croissant looks like. And then tiny butter. And I made a turd with butter on it. I have no idea what I'm doing. This looks like a slab of clay. You know what? I can just make this into a fried egg, I guess.
What'd you make? Whole Foods?
An egg.
Is that a cake?
It's a cake. Are you proud of me? I gotta figure out how I'm gonna bake this. I don't know if this can go on aluminum foil or if that's gonna stick. I have to put frosting on the bottom. I forgot. I found I got a twisty thing. It doesn't look as good as the top, but that's okay. I've seen a thing that some polymer people do that they'll try to add some kind of texture or something. Am I supposed to just like poke it? Let me get this in the oven and I don't know, we'll see how this turns out. I don't know how well they're gonna do with the aluminum foil. I do have a little bit of clay left over, so I might just make a blob out of it. This did make a very pretty like peach color or skin flesh. It's a little more orange than skin flesh. How do I know if it's like done? I didn't want to use oven mitts, so I'm using my heat resistant glove. Okay, so this didn't work, so let's try for another like 15 minutes.
15 minutes later.
Another 15 minutes have passed. Let's see what's going on. For polymer clay, how do I know if it's baked?
From wikihow.com, fully baked polymer clay will bend before it breaks or cracks.
Try another 15 minutes maybe?
Thousands of tears later.
I've been watching TikToks of people like burning their clay, and now I'm kind of worried I'm gonna end up burning mine. Why it's so shiny at the bottom. I'll do like one final bake session and then I'm gonna let it cool off.
5 minutes later.
Let me see if this has burnt any. Okay, well, I'm still gonna have to take it out. It kind of stinks a little. I'm gonna let this sit here for a while and we will come back when this is nice and cooled off.
A lot of boring math later.
Sorry, I got my dog here. I'm in a new setting. I'm at my mom's and right now dog's sitting for her. So I want to look at some of the pieces that I did make. It's been about a few weeks since I've actually looked at these, so I don't know if it makes a difference day one of it being baked versus a few weeks later. Let's take a look at those now. So let's look at the donut. So we have, you know, the pink frosting with this beige kind of looking, I guess they're like a light orange. I think I just kind of mixed up all the colors with this tan donut. Honestly, this would not have been my choice of donut. It gets the job done, especially when you're making a kit. Basic, I don't particularly care for this. We got the piece of turd with butter on it. This is actually supposed to be a croissant. This is actually not the color I would actually pick for the croissant itself. Honestly, if this was the only thing that we were making out of like this tan brown clay, I probably would have picked something that was a little more beige and make it look a little more appealing. Next up, let's look at our cake. I think this one's probably my favorite. I think it's really cute with the yellow cake. You know, you have the pink frosting, and I tried my best to make it actually look like frosting with the little dollop on top and the whip sides and stuff like that. I would totally attempt this again. I don't know if I did the texture part really well. We can always redo this in the future. Next up is my fried egg. If I recall, this was actually made out of leftover clay. I think this is cute. It was just something random I put together just because I didn't want to waste all the clay. Last but not least, we have this flesh colored ball, I guess, or light orange. So one gripe that I'm having right now, and I got to figure out if I'm the problem, and it's kind of hard to see. Yeah, you can kind of see it. Kind of shiny at the bottom. I can see it in the reflection. And it's like I don't know how well you guys can see it. If I baked it on the pan like this, at some point I did end up like trying to flip it over just to kind of, you know, I don't know, bake it on different sides. I don't know if the fact that it was baked on the bottom has anything to do with it, meaning that it didn't fully cook, I guess. The croissant has it too. That's when I first noticed it. So I don't know how I can avoid that. The donut has some too. I don't know about our ball, but I don't care about the ball. Notice this more specifically on this egg because versus everything else, it's at the bottom, you're not gonna see it. But on the egg at some point, I did end up flipping it over and you can visibly see a shiny spot. So I don't know if glazing this would help. Maybe I should glaze these. I'll do that another day. I think this is cute. I think everything you get for this kit, you know, with the tools and the materials and just, you know, the instructions and whatever, I think this is a really good like introductory thing to get you into this. I would recommend hitting up your local craft store and see if they have any of these polymer clay kits. I wish some of the colors were a little more appealing, and from what I remember, they gave us way more clay than what we needed, which is why I just started making random things. I don't really have much else to say except I would totally try this again. I should do a fun little challenge of me trying to do other polymer clay pieces. Anyways, that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed watching me do some polymer clay stuff, and I will see you guys in the next video. Adios!